today. I'm super, super excited because joining me on Skype is Connor and Lawrence from Anchor Lane. Really delighted to meet you guys. How are you?
Hello, nice to properly meet you, Anne.
Yeah, because we've done an interview before and it was published for a magazine, but we've never actually spoken in person. And I've never met you either because you're the one band that I was looking forward to seeing for the very first time this year, and that's now all been scuppered.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's a real shame.
It's a frustrating one, I think, but the thing that we just keep reminding ourselves is that everyone's in the same boat and we're all just waiting for it all to kick off again. And
that's right.
The thing is as well is that there's a lot of online festivals coming about now that are asking us to be involved, which is great. So it's keeping us busy from home.
And speaking of the online festivals, you're actually appearing in the New Wave of Classic Rock Webfest 2, which is on the 6th of June. So that's brilliant. And that's got an amazing lineup.
Yeah.
What kind of set will you be playing on that?
So it's going to be, we had a couple of options. So we could have done like a live set, but with the fact that we're all in so many different places, like our drummer Scott is in Livingston, which is, over closer to Edinburgh. And Lawrence, until recently, was in Dunfermline, and our bassist Matthew's in Coatbridge. I'm in Moodiesburn. We're all quite spaced out from each other, so doing something
my
live.
geography is not great, and I don't really know Scotland.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Yeah, put it this way, we would have, for us to get all together would have been really, really difficult to do. With the current way that things are. But the other option was that we could take footage that we had from a previous show, put that together, and then put that out. So someone who's a big supporter of our band called Graham Gibbs, who is well known around the Glasgow circuit and a lot of the festivals up in Scotland as well. He had done I think it was 4 or 5 cameras angles he had of a show that we did, a headline show in the G2 in the garage. So we took that footage that he had done for us and put that together, and that's what's going to be our set for the New Wave of Classic Rock, which is cool.
And then Connor put it all together, which took quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you released an album, your debut album, beginning of this year, Casino. Were you able to do any touring around it, or did lockdown happen too soon for you really to get out there?
No, we still did a bit of touring. We did a small kind of up and down the country tour, 4 dates, sorry. And testing my memory now.
Yeah,
I have to think of it.
Bradford, Minehead, Swansea, London, home.
That's it. Yeah.
And we finished it off on the 1st of February, day after the album came out, in Love Music in Glasgow, which is a record store. Just kind of an intimate thing, a nice acoustic thing, where we played acoustic renditions of the songs. So that was a nice way to round it off, and it was in the afternoon as well, so there was even time to sort of have dinner and then a bevy after it. So
that's very civilised.
Lawrence is the encyclopedia. When I can't remember dates, Lawrence comes in with the date, time, and what the weather was like that day.
Yeah, that's very handy. Very good skill to have. So you've worked with some pretty well-known people, and certainly on this record, Ricky Warwick, Toby Jepson. Yeah. What was that like working with them?
I think the main thing was that it was just, we learned so much. We only spent a weekend with Ricky because he was filming a documentary in Northern Ireland about the roots of rock music, and then it just kind of so happened that everything fell into place that he was able to come over to Glasgow for the weekend and write with us.
Did he get in touch with you, or how did it all come about?
So our manager knew Ricky from back when he played in the Almighty, because they were big on the Glasgow circuit, and our manager and him have kept in contact and are fairly good friends. And so our manager said to us, listen, Ricky's written some songs with other bands that we know, like the Amorettes. What would you think about co-writing with him? And initially I was like, well, one of the first ever gigs I went to see was Thin Lizzy in the Barrowlands, and it was Ricky who was fronting Thin Lizzy.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, absolutely, fantastic, can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And then, he contacted Ricky, and Ricky was like, yeah, great, Glasgow band, I'll go down and co-write with them. And learning off him was amazing. Like he's a world-class songwriter. That's the only real way to describe him.
Aye.
Yeah. And I was a huge Almighty fan. So
Yeah.
when the Almighty back, was it 93 or something like that? And so when I hear Ricky Warwick's name, that's actually what I associate him with now more than anything.
Yeah.
Casino went straight in at the official UK rock and metal album chart at number 9.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? That's not a bad accomplishment for a debut album.
Sounds like someone's making it up. It's too good to be true.
Is it made up?
No, definitely factual.
No, we can very proudly say no, it's not made up. It was bizarre because when we were driving home on the day that our album came out, and we were driving up the road, and one of us looked on iTunes and was just like, "Oh, I wonder like if we're in the top 100 or whatever." And
wasn't it your brother that shared it?
Oh, it was right. My brother like messaged me and was like, "You're 13 in the iTunes rock chart right now, like Anchor Lane." So we like checked it and we're like going up the road to Glasgow, like bouncing in the van because we've done this thing that you dream of when you start a band, having some kind of like, I don't know, recognition maybe being the thing. So that was incredible. And then obviously the week after we got the actual chart results and came 9th in the rock and metal charts, came became top 50 in the independent album charts and stuff like that as well. So it was amazing. Like we couldn't have dreamt a better reception to our debut album. Yeah, it was well, we all kind of went back home to our families and whatever else. And I remember I went home and my parents and my girlfriend and my sister were all there, and we had champagne and whatever else. I didn't even know I liked champagne until we were celebrating. And you realise why. Yeah, it's great. Got a taste for it.
And you know what I noticed as well? I mean, apart from Casino being a great album by itself, I went on to Spotify and I noticed you'd done a commentary version of the album, which is not something I come across very often, I have to say. So you've actually commented on the meaning behind each of the individual songs. So that's pretty cool.
The thing for us was just like, when you're a music fan, like when we were growing up, you always like want to know everything about the bands that you like what made them write that song, what's that song actually about, because most of the time, unless the band tell you what it's about, you kind of make it up to yourself, and sometimes that's a good thing. And we did in the commentary not always kind of tell people what the song's about, but it would just be a story behind the song. And I think that given that insight into the creativity is, a really, really vital part of how people get invested in bands nowadays.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's nice to know what a song was written about, because it's fine to put your own interpretation on it, but sometimes you just want to know what was going through the mind when they wrote, So, when I think of Anchor Lane, and I've got to say, I absolutely think you're fantastic. I was so looking forward to seeing you. As you know, you got very mature sound, I think, for your age, since you're such a young band. But people often say to me, "So, what's been your favourite songs the last few years?" And there's always one song by you that I will mention without fail, and it's from your EP, New Beginnings, and the song is called Finish for 12, which was the opener on there, and I absolutely love it. And I said, anyone that doesn't know you, that is a brilliant introduction to Anchor Lane, and I think everyone would be hooked once they've heard that song, because it's just such a feel-good anthem almost.
Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah, absolutely love it. So, like I say, I love your new album as well, but that for me is a real standout track.
Oh, great.
I will always associate with Anchor Lane. So I would love to see that played live one day, hopefully. Which brings me to my next question.
Yes.
What are your plans regarding touring for, say, the end of this year, next year? Probably we're looking at now. Are you going to resume the tour that you began?
Yeah, well, that's the intention for us, is to just keep moving. And we've had a couple of chats with our management team and with people that are on the inner circle of what we're doing. Yeah. And the thing for us is just constantly be moving and getting on to the next step and keep things, whether it's on the inside or it's on the outside looking in, it needs to look like we're still working, we're still active, and we've still got something to offer everyone, which we do have. So the thing for us is just keep moving. We're still every gig that's going, we're saying, can Anchor Lane play this? Can we do this? Can we do that?
Yeah.
And that's the way that we want to continue moving. So yes, definitely we'll be out on the road as much as possible as soon as we can, really.
Great chatting to you. I hope the weather picks up there. I know it's been raining.
Yeah,
we're used to it.
I was going to say
it's Scotland, but it's not been raining in Manchester. So I'm happy. It's really, really nice catching up with you at long last, and wishing you all the best.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much, Anne.
Thank
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is rock and roll, burning out to my